Hello, my name is Serge. We, meaning myself, my wife Anna, and our dog Ranger, travel full-time across Canada, and right now we're in Bella Coola Valley in British Columbia. We travel in our amazing overland off-road trailer, Reboot 19, and we do it full-time. So I'll be speaking from our experience, and I want to talk about three must things to consider for a prolonged off-grid stay. And when I say off-grid, I mean zero hookups, no electricity, no water, nothing. You're just in the nature. Could be recreation site, or you just could be, somewhere in the crown land. And when I say prolonged, I don't mean like 3 or 4 nights. Could be weeks or maybe even months. So let's start with the obvious: power. In our case, we have quite a lot of solar. We have 2 solar blankets, 800 watts each. We have another 800 watts on the roof of the trailer, and we have 1080 amps of power bank. It's like 4 big lithium batteries. This sounds like a lot, and yes, if you travel in the prairies with an open sunny sky, if you camp in the desert, perfect. I mean, you have more than enough power for anything. In our case, we travel in British Columbia. It's rainy. It's raining a lot, actually. This area is very humid area. There's a lot of overcast sky. There's a little bit of sunshine right now, which is amazing. But the truth is, even with our big setup, we barely getting any power from our solar setup. So from our experience, no matter how much solar you have, please invest in generator. So in our particular case, we have a small generator because we're trying to save on weight. So the small 2000 watt generator, and I recommend having a dual fuel generator. So we can run just a regular gasoline, or I can connect a propane. So it's a good backup plan to have a dual system. And since it's a small generator, it only gives us 2000 watts. But even with the generator, if we run purely on the generator, it gives us about 90 amps per hour, which is pretty good. And I'm saying 90 amps while we're consuming energy like for the fridge, for Starlink, and some other things. So we always plus 90. So please consider having a small, even like a small generator. You can even go for a smaller size, but you always have this surplus of energy with you, and it won't take too much of your space and too much of the weight. Second one is water. And by the way, when it comes to the power, if you're debating about investing more into solar or the battery bank, go for the battery bank. Okay, I think battery bank is more important than having like tons of solar, speaking from our experience. The next one is water. So this trailer has 75 gallons of water, and we don't have a black tank toilet, so we don't waste water on like flushing. So every time you flush, you spend like from 1 to 2 gallons of water. So we don't have that. So we preserve all this water for other needs, for cooking, washing our face, taking a shower. But we discovered that water is actually more crucial than having enough power. Water, we run our water fairly fast. Even we try to be very conservative. When we wash our dishes, we will just use our soap first. We cover all dishes with a soap, and then we rinse quickly, and then we use like kitchen towels to dry it. So we do our maximum to preserve from water. When we brush our teeth, we have a little cup, so I put the water in there, and I use that cup for brushing our teeth, so the water is not pouring all the time. So we do a lot of things to save on water, and yet still we're struggling. So from time to time, I have to go and get some water. Because we stand off grid, that presents a problem. If we are staying close to water source, like really close, I have a long hose, and I can use, there are 2 ways to do it. There's a built-in pump in the trailer that I can use, but I have to be really close to water source. But most often I find myself using our external pump. So this is the pump we purchased. Again, it's not a big pump, but it's very helpful. So I just put it in any water source, and then I just pump the water into the trailer, just like I fill it with a city water. And in order to drink the water we get from other water sources, I had to install additional filters in our trailer. So by default, it came with zero point 0.2 micron off-grid water filter, which is great filter. We can use it and we can drink the water. But I added another one, which is in front of it, 0.5 micron, for even more filtering and for better water taste. So using those filters, we can drink pretty much safely any water. And if we're not close to a water source, so even if my long hose with the pump won't help us, so I carry this big container. Which I got like from a hardware store. It's 170 liters container. I also carry this bucket depending on situation, and I just go put this container in our truck bed. I go to a water source and I use the pump. I connect pump to the built-in truck inverter. We also have a portable battery. Again, I can plug in that. If I don't want to use my truck inverter, I can plug in the pump to that battery bank. And sometimes, as in some of our videos, we discovered that at some rest areas, viewpoints, you can have access to a water as well. So we carry this bucket. So I just use this bucket to get the water from from the rest area and bring it to our container. Then we'll go back to our trailer and pump it into the trailer. So water is very important if you want to stay off grid. So consider investing into an external pump, long hose, and having some type of a container. And lastly, as I mentioned earlier, we don't use black tank toilet to avoid flushing, wasting water on those flushes. This trailer, even though it's an overland trailer and it's like perfect off-road trailer, by default it came with a black tank toilet, which is totally useless if you want to stay off grid for a prolonged period. So I've removed it, and there's a video on the channel which I did it months and months ago, and I installed what's called Waterless Toilet by it's called Tiny Toilet by Separate, a Swedish company. And so far our experience was very positive. We have 0 cent inside, like nothing, and it's very easy to dispose of anything, of all that business. it, it's very friendly. You don't need any stations, you don't need pretty much nothing. Just carry with you, like organic food bags for the heavy stuff, and it comes also with a special container for the urine. Perfect system. So these three things, pretty much access to water, having enough power, and not being dependent on a black tank toilet, allows us to stay off grid for a very long time. I hope this video helps. If you have any questions, any suggestions, leave us a comment, and we'll see you in the next one.